now I felt like this was a little bit of a time to give you a little bit of a feel of some of the best gadgets that are out there in the market, all right? CNBC has tested dozens of new gadgets from the biggest companies over the past few months. So I'm just gonna go down and start showing them to you. How many of you own AirPods? And guess what? I've got, hold on, I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna put them out there. I don't have AirPods. As much as I love Apple, I don't have AirPods. I have these little, and Apple is doing the same thing. I've got these little pods here. They fit really nicely in my ear, about 30 bucks. All right, and guess what? I'm looking at Apple because these are very popular in different brands all over. And Apple is coming right along with that with their AirPod Pros. So they are moving into where everybody's getting these, and this, I can put this on my wireless charger and charge them. It's great. All right, so just keep that in mind. They are adapting to what's going on in the market as far as the earpieces are concerned. So these are the AirPod Pros. They're a lot smaller than the AirPods. All right, let's scroll down a little bit more. Google Nest Home Hub Max. Look at that. And this is like FaceTime on, because only Apple, with my iPad, only Apple has FaceTime. Look at all these, look at all of the fingerprints Joey put on my iPad. Joey did it. All the fingerprints on my iPad. But this is where you do your FaceTime. And I think a lot of people are trying to get, somebody else has got something called Portal, where a whole lot of people can come in, but Apple set the trend on that. Keep that in mind. Apple set the trend on that with FaceTime, and everybody else is trying to get into this, and this is that Home Hub Max. Let's scroll down. The Echo. My wife will not let me have an Echo in the house. She thinks that Siri listens to everything that we do, so we can't have one in the house. That makes me sad. But the Amazon Echo is a cool deal. I'll scroll down to iPhone 11. Whew, guess what? I got the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Love my phone. Joey's got, what do you got, Joey?
11.
He's got the 11, but I got the 11 Pro Max. Love my phone. All right, so the iPhone 11 is a great phone. The dog is cuter than Glenn. Wow, that's awesome. All right, let's scroll down. I'm not liking that. There's my Apple Watch. Man, everything Apple that comes up, I got it. There's my Apple Watch. All right, the Apple Watch, the new generation looks really, really good, which is the Series 5. My watch happens to be the Series 3. What do you have?
Series 4.
Joey's got the Series 4. All right, so, wow, Vince says, wow, the dog is cuter than, all right, anyway. And then the Amazon Echo Flex. So this is a little Echo that you can plug in. If you want the Echo somewhere where you don't want cords dangling or don't have a counter space, here's the Echo Flex. I think if you like the Echo, this is a great idea, a great gift. You can plug it in wherever you want. If you're in the kitchen cooking, if you're in the bathrooming, you can have the Echo wherever you want it. There's a lot of things you do in the bathroom. So if you're in the bathrooming, and if you want the Echo Dot there, you can put it in the bathroom with you. I think that this is a cool thing right here. So it's called the Amazon Echo Flex. The Nintendo Switch Lite for you kids. You can take your phone and Nintendo, and then you can take that and then put it as part of a gaming system. So it's like a gaming system on a mobile gaming system, which I think is also a cool idea as well. And if you're still reading books online, Amazon again, the Kindle Paperwhite. And one more. Amazon Eero Wi-Fi mesh networking system. I don't know what it is, but it sounded good. And it's a router. It's an Eero router, so I guess it puts your internet all over the place, like in your house, especially if you have a really big house like Joey. You probably need something like that. Like Tupac says, keep your head up. That's right. That's right. Keep your head up. All right, and one last thing, the Anker Wireless Charger or Mophie 3-in-1 charger. You can charge your iPods, you can charge your AirPods, your watch, and your phone all at the same time. That is a kind of cool deal. So you'll notice a lot of these things came off of Amazon or Apple. So let's go back into the software. Do I not have Apple? There it is. A lot of these were Apple. We already looked at Amazon, but let's take a look at Apple. A lot of these products were Apple products. These are great gadget ideas. That Echo Dot thing that you can plug in everywhere you want, I think that's going to be a killer sell this year. Everywhere you go, if you don't want to carry the box with you, plug it in. I think, and you know something, if you got a lot of people on your list that like, hey, I think they'll like that, you will be somebody's new best friend. Let's go take a look at Apple, a little bit overvalued. The upside potential on Apple, not nearly as good as a lot of the other stocks in my list today, but it is a safe stock and it is moving up. This is the time of the year where Apple will be moving up because a lot of people buying phones, buying iPads, buying the watches. There's a lot of Apple ecosystems pieces of equipment that people will be buying for Christmas. Watch Apple. Keep your eye on Apple. RT tells me that the stock is moving up. Now, earnings are always good on Apple, but with all of their advertising, trying to get Apple TV out, their earnings growth rate is not positive. But I think that with a good holiday season, that number will change back to positive. Let's right-click. Let's view this.
Look at Nintendo too.
I meant to look at Nintendo. Thank you, Joey. Let's go look at Nintendo as well. Joey is right. Nintendo. Was that the only two that was...
You already looked at Amazon.
Oh, one other thing that I wanted to look at, that was yep, there we go. That was a good idea as far as a gift going to be hot this year. Peloton. So I'm going to look at it too. Stock is way overvalued though. Peloton, you see the commercials for those? Are awesome commercials. Way overvalued. Upside potential not there. I'm looking at this more as a trade for Christmas. Look at the RT on it. Nicely higher. Just keeping that in mind. Apple, we looked at. Nintendo, fairly valued, good upside potential. Growing their earnings at 28% a year. Notice that Peloton and Apple both have negative earnings growth, whereas Nintendo's got good earnings growth, good upside potential, good VST. None of these are sell recommendations. All right, let's take a look at their graphs real quick. View the stock graph, bring that over. Again, good ideas of things to buy. A lot of them were Apple devices. I love Apple. All right, now bounce below the level of the 20-day exponential, now bounce back above. Earnings per share. Watch this though. Notice the stock's price is moving sideways. What's earnings doing? Be careful with Apple. As much as I love Apple, be careful with Apple at this time because earnings per share is starting to pull back down a little bit. And then if we look at Nintendo, a lot of gappy, a very volatile stock, but clearly above the 20-day exponential, pulling back off its highs. I do have a level of support though sitting at $49.90. That's what you're looking for if you own Nintendo and it's pulling back. Let's see if this level of $49.90 will hold. Love the earnings per share on Nintendo, and the last one is Peloton. Relatively a new stock. That's why the fundamentals were not nearly as good. It is still relatively a new stock, but guess what? This is going to be a hot season. A lot of people are going to spend this $4,000 or $5,000 to get into this bike. It's more of selling the people that you're going to watch on this bike more so than the bike itself. It is the experience of owning the Peloton that's going to push this stock's price higher. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Now, if you're new to the software or would like refresher information about the software, click on this Getting Started video right here. Thanks to all of your input, here's a YouTube video that we think would be perfect for you. Click right here. If nothing else, folks, just hit the subscribe button right here.